This is Larry Marino on behalf of Move America Forward. We're here on the weekend after Thanksgiving, and we are going to talk with you about our drive to send care packs to our troops. And joining us on the program is Lisa Barron. Lisa, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving day. Good to have you on the program today.
Yes, thanks, Larry. It's great to be here, and I'm glad that we were able to talk.
Yeah, we're going to talk a bit about the effort to send care packs to our troops. Of course, we've just passed Thanksgiving, and now we've got the big push for Christmas. All the men and women serving in our military overseas, thousands of them in places like Iraq and Afghanistan and Syria, who won't be home, who missed out for Thanksgiving. Many of them got care packs from Move America Forward, but now we've got Christmas to think about. And Lisa, that's a big challenge, isn't it?
Oh, that's correct. Every single day we're seeing an uptick in the amount of soldiers asking us for packages, and we're doing our very best to make sure that by the time Christmas is over, we've put a package in every soldier's hand that wants one. And
we're going to share on this program just how our listeners can help out to send those care packages. And one of the ways is through the phone. The other is through the internet. Our phone number is 1-844-2-TROOPS. We also have a way to give through the website at am870theanswer.com. But it really does make a huge difference when a soldier receives a care pack that's full of the cookies and the coffee and the Gatorade and the personal care items and even treats for the holiday. It really brightens a smile. I want you to take a listen to just what it does for a soldier. Take a listen.
There was a note from a little kid, and it was written in crayon, and it wasn't written that well. But, the note just filled my eyes with tears because it told me that somebody from back home was taking time out of their day to appreciate what we were doing, to thank us for the sacrifices we were making. And it really just gave us that much more desire to push forward in what we were doing.
Lisa, it's true. Our soldiers really do tear up with joy when they get these, don't they?
Oh, yes, that's true. And every package that's ordered, the sponsor has an opportunity to put their own personal message to that soldier. And, it's going to individuals. So when they get that, they know that there is someone back home that's thinking about them, and it can make the world of difference.
And we need our listeners to go to the phones. The effort isn't over just because Thanksgiving is come and gone. And as you enjoy the leftovers, the leftover turkey and the stuffing and the pumpkin pie, take a moment to think about the sacrifice of our troops. And it's a wonderful thing to send care packs. A gift, $500 tax deductible, 20 care packs, $2.50 sends 10, 100 sends 4, a single care pack just $25. But it all starts with you, our listeners, at 844-2-TROOPS, 844-2-TROOPS, or on the web at am870theanswer.com. And Lisa, as much as some of the items have been donated and volunteers have put them in the boxes ready to go, they can't really go, can they, until our listeners give, right?
That's true. I mean, we have lots of other costs involved. There's the actual shipping overseas, and there's many other items that aren't donated that we're purchasing and putting in the packages that we know our soldiers are asking for and needing, and we want to do our very best to make sure that they feel loved and cared during the holidays and all year.
And all year, and you do this all year. And there used to be lots of different groups that did care packs, but it seems as if many of them have kind of stopped doing that, thinking that many of our troops have come home. But really, the real reality is we do have thousands of boots on the ground, so to speak, in these places, and they are far from home, and many of them are lonely, and they miss their families. And here's another thing to talk about, and you can address this. Some of our troops don't get any care packages from home. There's very little connection or support from home, and that's kind of sad, isn't it?
That's true, Larry. What happens sometimes is you'll get these very young families, and they just don't have the resources to be sending, packages to their spouse or their brother and sister or even their child. And that's where, people that, like your listeners, can really pick up and send that extra bit of love from home, because these soldiers are sacrificing everything for us, and we need to show them that we're there for them. So this is a great way to help out.
The number, it's 1-844-2-TROOPS, 1-844-2-TROOPS, or online at am870theanswer.com. Right now, I want you to hear The words of a Gold Star parent. You become a Gold Star parent when you lose a son or a daughter. Right now, we're going to hear from someone who lost a son.
In May of 2007, the day before he was killed, he called us 2 times, and we were able to talk to him on the phone, and it was a blessing to have been able to have that time to talk to him. On the 5th of May, we were at a friend's 50th anniversary celebration, and we were called saying that the Marines were looking for us. When I answered the phone, the Marine was on there, and he said that we needed to come home. Now, it was a 2-hour drive, and he wouldn't tell me what happened to my son. He just told me that we needed to come home. I asked him if my son was dead, and he said, "Ma'am, you just need to come home." So my husband and I drove home, and then the Marines were there to tell us that he had been killed.
That's Terry Palmer. She and her husband have their own program to send care packs, and she talks about why it's so important.
Every year my husband and I say that we are going to retire in January. And every year we get a letter from one of our troops that tell us how very much it means to them to receive a package from home, that for just a short period of time they feel like they're at home again. And then the fact that perfect strangers are willing to donate and do these things, write the letters, pack the boxes, it touches their hearts in very powerful ways.
When you hear that story, when you hear the sacrifice that families take in the military, and they know the risks going in, but it doesn't make it any easier. And then to see the devotion and commitment to sending care packs, this is a very powerful thing, and I hope that you'll go to the phone and join us in this effort at 844, the number 2 troops, or online at am870theanswer.com. Lisa, a very powerful story from Terry there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Terry's words are heartbreaking, and it's amazing to see the amount of sacrifice she has made and her family has made, and they're still willing to help out with so many other soldiers that are still there and still waiting, and it is such a gift that there's people like Terry and Move America Forward who are looking out for our troops and making sure that they receive that love from home that they need. As
we round out this long Thanksgiving weekend, we're coming to you to ask that you join us in honoring the men and women who serve this nation by sending care packages to our real American heroes serving overseas in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria. As you can hear, they risk their lives each hour of each day. Some won't be home for Thanksgiving. Obviously, they've been overseas this week. They won't be home for Christmas or New Year's, but you can make a difference. The care packs that we send are ready to go with the premium cookies, the coffee, the Gatorade, and personal care items. Plus, as we've talked about, a note that you dictate. And long after the cookies and coffee have been consumed and enjoyed and the personal care items used, that note stands as a testament that you took the time to remember their sacrifice. It's a powerful thing to do, and we urge you to do it right now. The toll-free number, 1-844, the number 2 troops. That's 844, the number 2 troops. You've got to do it right now as we round out this weekend. We could really use a donation of $500 to send 20 soldier care packs, or $250 to send 10, or $100 to send 4. Each and every care pack is a powerful reminder from back at home that they are not forgotten. 844, the number 2 troops. Call in right now, dictate that note, or give online at am870theanswer.com. And I got to tell you, Lisa, our listeners have come through in the past, haven't they? They've been good at this.
Oh, they have been a great source of support for our troops, and it really is impressive to know that there's people out there that are willing to take the time and send the love to those troops that they need, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate your listeners and their support. It's so great.
The number 844-2-TROOPS. That's 844-2-TROOPS. I want you to hear from Sal Russo. Sal is a co-founder of Move America Forward, and he talks about what you mentioned earlier. Not everyone gets a care pack. A lot of families can't send them. Take a listen.
Some of these young men and women, they don't come from, big families that are big family oriented. There's a lot of them, from communities where they don't have a lot of support. And some of them said they never get a package from anybody at home. They may have 8 or 9 kids in their family, and so they don't have enough money to send care packages. So sometimes we're the only thing they ever get. They don't get anything else. So, it really touches you, as I have said on the air before. there's a lot of times when you have to really fight to hold back tears listening to these young men and women and their dedication and how little they ask for.
Won't you join us? Won't you help out on this Thanksgiving weekend as you've been with family and friends back at home? Think about the men and women overseas who haven't been with their families. Would you set a place in your heart for them right now? We're urging you to go to the phone, 1-844-2-TROOPS. Your donation sends a powerful message of support. But hurry, you've got to do it now as we round out this Thanksgiving weekend. This is a powerful way for you to put action to your thoughts. We know you support our troops. We know they matter, but we need to hear from you. We've made a commitment to a number of soldiers, and we're a little bit below where we need to be. Help us to get there. We don't want to leave any soldiers behind without care packs. 844-2-TROOPS or online at am870theanswer.com. It's so important we hear from you. Lisa Barron, who's Director of Troop Support for Move America Forward, is with us. And Lisa, what are some thoughts that come to your mind this long Thanksgiving weekend on helping our troops and making their time a little brighter? What do you think?
Well, I just think the things that we take for granted at home, running up to a convenience store, seeing our family and friends, having a kind word when we need one, they don't always have access to those things, and it's really, really important that they are remembered and honored during this time of year. It's hard to be away from home, and some of these soldiers have been on multiple deployments, 2, 3, 4. They miss the birth of their children. They give up so much for us, and this is such a little thing to ask in return, but it means the world. I have soldiers that have sent letters back a year after they've gotten a package and said, I carried this note with me during my entire deployment, and I always wanted to send thanks, but I've been too busy, and now I'm taking the time to do that. And they'll come back and thank us for sending the care packages, and we're like, hey, we're here to thank you. So,
if you're just tuning in, it's a special on Move America Forward in this long Thanksgiving weekend. We're taking time to remember the sacrifice of our troops, and we're hearing in their words what it means.
Just knowing that the freedoms that we all have are because of service members past, present, and future. And to know that people are actually taking time out of their day to thank those people who are currently in those roles. While they might not think that a little care package is much, it really means the world to those guys who are deployed downrange and changes their outlook on where they're at for at least a brief moment. And that can be life.
We need you. We need your help right now to send these care packages. Please go to the phone and let us know that they mean something to you. Lisa Barron, talk a bit about